5 minutes left to see the truth about what your soulmate is really doing. Open this now. My beloved child. Before another 5 minutes disappear, stop everything and listen carefully, because this message was never meant to reach you at this exact moment. There is a reason your heart felt strangely restless before you opened this video. There is a reason your thoughts kept returning to one person no matter how hard you tried to focus on something else. The truth is moving faster than you realize, and what your soulmate is really doing right now is connected to a decision that could change everything between you. Don't skip. Every passing second brings you closer to a revelation that has remained hidden for far too long. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. For days, you believed silence meant distance. You believed unanswered moments meant forgotten feelings. But silence can hide far more than words ever could. While you wondered whether they had moved on, they were quietly fighting a battle that no one around them could understand. They have smiled while hiding questions. They have spoken while leaving the most important sentence unsaid. The shocking part is that someone unexpectedly noticed the change in them today. A simple question stopped them in their tracks. Why do you keep looking at your phone like you're waiting for someone? They tried to laugh it away, but their eyes revealed everything. That single moment exposed emotions they had buried for longer than anyone knew. They quickly changed the subject, but the truth had already escaped. Their heart betrayed them before their voice ever could. And what happened immediately afterward is something they never expected. Something unusual unfolded after that conversation ended. Instead of walking away, your soulmate found themselves returning to a place filled with memories they had promised never to revisit. They weren't searching for answers in other people. They were searching through moments connected only to you. Old conversations. Forgotten memories. Tiny details that once seemed ordinary suddenly carried incredible meaning. Every memory reminded them that what they tried to ignore had never truly disappeared. They realized the distance between you was never created by a lack of feelings. It was created by fear, misunderstanding, and timing that never seemed to cooperate. Don't skip, because the next truth changes everything you thought you knew. While everyone around them believed they were focused on moving forward, they secretly paused everything just to understand why your presence continued to follow every important decision they made. Then something happened that almost no one would believe. They heard your name when they least expected it. Not during a planned conversation. Not from someone trying to create drama. It happened naturally, unexpectedly, and it completely shook them. The room suddenly felt quieter. Their heartbeat grew louder. They pretended nothing had happened, but inside, every wall they had carefully built began to crack. They finally admitted to themselves that no matter how far they walked, something always pulled them back toward you. They are beginning to understand that running away from real feelings only makes those feelings stronger. But there is still one final truth they haven't accepted, and it is closer than ever to revealing itself. Now the countdown has quietly begun, even though your soulmate doesn't fully realize it yet. They believe they still have time to keep hiding what they truly feel. They believe another day of silence will protect them from disappointment. But today became different. A chain of unexpected events has already started moving behind the scenes. Someone crossed their path with words they were never prepared to hear. Those words forced them to question every excuse they had been repeating to themselves. For the first time in a long while, they stopped blaming circumstances. They stopped pretending that waiting forever was the safest choice. Instead, they imagined what life would feel like if they finally allowed honesty to replace fear. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The truth is that your soulmate is no longer running from their emotions. They are quietly preparing themselves for a step they once believed was impossible. Yet one final obstacle remains, and it is far more surprising than anyone could imagine. It isn't another person. It isn't distance. It isn't time. It is a hidden truth they discovered about themselves only moments ago. That realization has completely changed what they plan to do next. Right now, while this message reaches you, they are standing closer to that life-changing decision than they have ever been before. The next few moments will reveal why they suddenly believe that losing another chance with you would become the greatest regret of their entire journey, and what happens next is something neither of you could have predicted. A quiet shift has already begun, and your soulmate can no longer pretend it is just another ordinary day. The truth they uncovered about themselves refuses to stay hidden. Every attempt to ignore it only makes it louder. They have replayed countless moments in their mind, searching for one reason to stop believing that your connection still matters, but every answer leads them back to you. Don't skip. The next few moments reveal why everything is changing much faster than they expected. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Earlier today, they found themselves staring at something that instantly reminded them of you. It was not planned. It was not dramatic. Yet it carried a feeling so powerful that they stood completely still. For a long moment, the noise around them disappeared. They realized they had been trying to escape a truth that had quietly followed them everywhere. The surprising revelation was not that they still cared. It was that they had never truly stopped caring, even for a single day. Every smile they forced, every distraction they chased, every promise they made to move on slowly faded in front of one undeniable reality. Your place in their heart had never been replaced. The deeper they looked within themselves, the more impossible it became to deny what had been hidden for so long. They started connecting moments that once seemed unrelated. Every delayed message. Every unfinished conversation. Every time they almost reached out but stopped at the last second. None of it happened because their feelings disappeared. It happened because they feared changing everything forever. But fear is losing its grip. Today, someone unknowingly asked them a question that struck deeper than anything before. If you had one more chance, what would you do differently? They answered with silence, but inside, the response was crystal clear. They would stop hiding. They would stop pretending. They would finally choose honesty over uncertainty. Don't skip, because another unexpected truth is about to surface. They have already begun imagining a future where they no longer carry the weight of unspoken emotions. That thought frightened them at first, but then something incredible happened. For the first time in a very long while, fear was replaced by hope. Hope became stronger than hesitation, and that single change has started rewriting everything they thought their future would become. Now another invisible door is beginning to open. Your soulmate has reached the point where waiting feels heavier than speaking from the heart. They still do not know exactly how everything will unfold, but they know one thing with complete certainty. They cannot keep living as though you mean nothing to them when every quiet moment proves the opposite. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is one final discovery they are about to make, and it will completely transform the direction of this journey. They are about to learn that while they believed they were secretly thinking about you, another series of unexpected signs has been pointing them toward the same destination all along. Once they recognize that pattern, there will be no turning back. The countdown that began only minutes ago is moving faster than ever, and every passing moment brings them closer to a decision they can no longer postpone. When that final realization arrives, everything they have hidden will become impossible to keep inside, and the next step they take will reveal a truth that has been waiting far longer than either of you ever imagined. Everything changed the moment your soulmate stopped searching for reasons to stay silent and started searching for reasons to be honest. That single shift opened a door they never expected to see. What they believed was coincidence has begun forming a pattern that is impossible to ignore. Don't skip. Every sentence from this point forward uncovers another layer of a truth that has remained hidden until now. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They have started noticing that every attempt to distract themselves somehow circles back to you. A familiar place suddenly reminds them of your smile. A simple melody brings back a conversation they thought they had forgotten. Even ordinary moments now carry an unexpected feeling they cannot explain. At first, they tried to convince themselves it meant nothing. But the more they resisted, the stronger the connection became. The surprising part is that they have finally stopped asking, "Why can't I forget?" Instead, they have started asking, "Why was I trying to forget someone who never truly left my heart?" That question has changed everything inside them. As the hours passed, another unexpected moment shook them even more deeply. They overheard a conversation that had nothing to do with them, yet every word felt as if it had been spoken directly into their heart. Someone said, "The biggest regrets in life are usually the words we never say." Those words followed them long after the conversation ended. They could not escape them. They replayed every moment when fear had silenced them. Every opportunity they let slip away. Every message they wrote but never sent. Don't skip, because the next revelation is one they never imagined they would face. They finally admitted that they were never protecting themselves by staying quiet. They were only protecting their fear. That realization hit harder than anything before. It made them understand that every extra day of silence creates another chance to lose what matters most. For the first time, they are beginning to believe that taking one honest step is less frightening than spending a lifetime wondering what could have been. Now something extraordinary is unfolding behind the scenes. Your soulmate has quietly reached a point where their next decision will no longer be guided by doubt but by clarity. They are beginning to see that every delay has only strengthened what they feel instead of weakening it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Yet the greatest surprise has not happened yet. There is one hidden piece of this story that they are only moments away from discovering. It is a truth connected to you that they never expected to learn, and once it reaches them, every remaining wall around their heart will begin to fall. The countdown that started before this message is moving toward its final stage. Every passing minute is bringing them closer to a moment they once believed would never arrive. When that final realization appears, they will understand that some connections are never meant to disappear, they are only waiting for the perfect moment to reveal their true purpose, and that moment is now closer than ever before. A moment of complete clarity is closer than your soulmate realizes. What once felt confusing now feels impossible to ignore. The questions that kept them awake night after night are finally being answered, not by someone else's advice, but by the quiet truth inside their own heart. Don't skip. Every passing moment is uncovering something they never expected to face. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Earlier, they caught themselves imagining what would happen if they stayed silent forever. Instead of feeling safe, they felt an emptiness they had never experienced before. That single realization changed everything. They understood that the greatest risk was no longer speaking, it was losing the chance to tell you what had always been true. Every excuse they once believed suddenly sounded weaker. Every fear became smaller. For the first time, they stopped asking whether the timing was perfect. They started asking whether another missed opportunity would become a regret they could never erase. Then another unexpected event unfolded. Someone casually mentioned that life has a strange way of bringing unfinished stories back together. Those words stayed with your soulmate long after the conversation ended. They remembered every sign they had ignored, every feeling they had dismissed, and every coincidence that kept leading them back to you. Don't skip, because the next revelation is unlike anything they imagined. They have quietly started preparing themselves for a conversation they once believed would never happen. They are choosing their words carefully. They are replaying countless possibilities in their mind. They want everything to be honest, genuine, and impossible to misunderstand. The surprising truth is that they are no longer worried about hearing the wrong answer. They are more afraid of never asking the question at all. That shift has given them a courage they have not felt in a very long time, and it is growing stronger with every passing minute. Now the final pieces are moving into place. Your soulmate can feel that this chapter is reaching a turning point that neither of you could have predicted. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They believe they are only one step away from discovering the last hidden truth, the one that explains why every path, every delay, and every unexpected moment kept leading back to you. What they are about to uncover will remove the final doubt still lingering in their heart. Once that happens, silence will no longer feel possible. The countdown that began at the start of this journey is almost over, and the next decision they make will carry more meaning than any choice they have made before. They are standing on the edge of a moment that has been quietly approaching for far longer than they ever realized, and the truth waiting on the other side will change the direction of this story forever. A single moment now separates your soulmate from a truth they can no longer escape. The silence they once trusted has become impossible to carry. Every heartbeat reminds them that waiting has never brought peace, it has only delayed what their heart has known from the very beginning. Don't skip. The next few moments reveal the final change that has been quietly building behind the scenes. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They have stopped searching for signs because the signs have already surrounded them. They have stopped asking whether they should listen to their heart because it refuses to stay quiet any longer. The most surprising part is that they now understand something they had overlooked for so long. Every delay was shaping them into someone brave enough to stop hiding. Every setback was preparing them for one honest step that could change everything. That realization filled them with a calm confidence they had never experienced before, and for the first time, the future no longer feels uncertain, it feels closer than ever. Another unexpected discovery has made this journey impossible to ignore. Your soulmate finally looked back at every chapter of this story without fear. Instead of seeing mistakes, they saw lessons. Instead of seeing endings, they saw moments that quietly guided them toward this very point. Don't skip, because what happened next caught even them by surprise. They realized that every time they tried to move away from you, life somehow led them back through another unexpected memory, another familiar feeling, or another meaningful reminder. They finally accepted that some connections cannot be erased simply because they become difficult to understand. The truth they were trying to avoid has now become stronger than every doubt they once carried. They are no longer asking themselves if they should reach out. They are wondering how much longer they can remain silent before honesty becomes the only choice left. That question has stayed with them every hour, and it grows louder with every passing moment. Now the countdown that began with only 5 minutes remaining has reached its final stage. Your soulmate stands at the edge of a decision that has the power to transform everything they once believed about this connection. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The hidden truth is no longer hidden. They finally see that what they have been doing all this time was never running away from you, it was running away from their own feelings. That journey has come to an end. The walls they spent so long building are beginning to disappear, one by one, and the path ahead is becoming clearer than ever before. They know that another missed opportunity could become a lifelong regret, and they are no longer willing to let fear decide their future. The next step they take will not come from uncertainty. It will come from the deepest truth they have ever admitted to themselves. And when that moment finally arrives, the story that has been quietly unfolding between you will enter a completely new chapter, one neither of you ever imagined, yet one that has been waiting for the perfect moment all along.